Okay, getting started on what I call the tower right now. So let's get Conjure going. Haven't been inside Conjure in a little bit. And it's just, we already got our proxy object in there. That's how I like to work. I always like to have a proxy object in there. Let's start cutting this stuff up just to start getting into a ballpark here. And oh, you know what? I don't think I have it turned on, right? No, not on this one. What was the I have a uniform scale. Oh my gosh, I forget what it is now. Oh no, this is not it. This is not it. That's my uniform scale. Daggone. Anyway, got what it is. Now I broke it. Don't break it. Don't break Conjure. Let's just go ahead and start. I've already started off wrong because this is normally supposed to be my Shift D, and it's not. But we'll just keep on going. The whole thing is just to get started up now. And he's cutting apart anyway because of the scale, right? Yeah. Oh, he's already like that. All right. Okay. Let's just do some basic cutting up and see where it goes. Yeah. Gotta love it. Oh wow. My mouse is like all over the place. So that crazy bevel. Not you, dude. What is this? Although that is cool. We'll keep. Do we want to go with? Well, yeah, it actually has a lip on it. Let's go. We can go with the bevel. It's like bevel lip right now until I get a feel for it. So we're just gonna wind up making a bunch of errors and mistakes out the gate until I get into the flow. Yeah, because already. All right, had to start somewhere. Let's just get this guy. Then I'll go back and fix stuff up. Try not to over pressure myself here. And always thinking of making sure stuff stays simple. So as I'm looking at my design already, originally I'm thinking, oh, I want to have all the stuff in there, but actually it's going to wind up being not simpler, but I don't think the model is going to be overly complex actually. Not from a Conjure perspective. That's my point. If I was doing it in sub D, then I would think that, oh, it's got a lot of different parts and everything, but I don't think that's going to wind up happening. Yeah, so right now it's just fleshing out the general design, and I want to make sure that it's not too wide, not too bulbous, and let's get a little more of a point. always like to leave room for interpretation. And I'm looking at well, actually this base is going to be like that. Let me see. I don't know what is up with that bevel. Influence. There you go. Or strength. Let's just float with it like this. So what I think I'll do is I'll go into this with the attitude of like, with a minimalist perspective, like as far as what's the least amount of parts I need in order to make this form, right? And that way we can just it'll help us work more cleanly as we go along. But I just really love Conjure, and already I'm like, oh, this is exactly where I'm going. We'll deal with the interior right now. What I'm going to do is let's hack up the back, because this is the shell. It's gonna get tipped and everything like that, but we're not tipping it right now. That way we're just dealing with the vertical aspect. Everything's on a nice, nice vertical line for right now, and it'll just make the cutting up process a little bit easier. So now let's just add this and say, so I have to come back and clean up and put all these guys here into a group. And I already have my little thing happening here. Yay. Okay. And we'll rename and everything like that. But I like to work freely, so we're working freely now. Is that a nice rounding effect that is giving me right there? Is that what I'm seeing? And that's because of what? The strength. Okay. All right, let's tighten up on that then. Once again, this is a big model. Bigger than a regular character size, so but as I said before, I like to work bigger. The resolution winds up being better overall, so it's kind of a good thing, and it doesn't slow down. Not much, not much. Let's go ahead and bring these guys in here. Oh, I see where I'm going wrong already, because I need to, let's change him out. Oh, let's just take our time, change him out to a trap. And of course my trapezoid has no dimensions to it. Yay. Right, but we do need, I want that aspect of it, right? Where are we? -180. And you gotta love Blender, being able to customize, like, so this is the 333, my 333 Conjure. So I can have it any way I want. And in this case, this is what I want. Well, let's just go 90. There you go. So now, that's not the shape I want, but it's going to be this shape. Yep. Right about there. Just like a little, and it's going to wind up being an industrial type cut. What I call an industrial cut. And let's just go Shift D. All right, now we're already getting into the flow of it. No, don't do that. Well, I can do that because actually it goes like that. Well, not like that, but like that. Something like this. Yeah. And what's up with rounding? We don't need that kind of rounding. All right. Yeah, so I'm just taking it slow because I need to get my rhythm, and also I have to go. I don't want to lay out too many pieces, so this is gonna be like the starter set, and then I'll come back in and name them if I need to, clean them up as far as the bevels or whatever is concerned. But knowing that their whole mission and job was just to take out massive chunks, right? Because we were gonna want it. This is gonna wind up being hollow pretty much until we put our other machinery parts inside. Let me see. And then now let's just bring this down. We can use the same one, but we don't need it. So we're just going to switch him out to be a cube. And yeah, it's cool that it holds all that, but I should have done a Control D or something to have a fresh one. But I'll just rewrite everything. There you go. I feel like the Bob Ross of this now. All right. Wait a minute. Hold up. What happened? That was. Let's go here. What we should do is he needs to be this way because he needs. Yeah, he's got one more mission on Earth to do, right? So. And I know, see, I could have flipped them. So there's so many ways you can go about doing it. There you go, like that. That's what I wanted. There you go. All right, and we're just gonna, yep, just like that. Where's my cube? Do I want my cube and everything showing now? Do I need my wires on? No. Yeah. No. Don't do anything like that. All right. Not yet. Cut. Thank you. And we'll probably cut all the way. This is just like a beginner. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because this needs to be rounded out. This is just pure vertical. He's all straight, yep. And is he straight? No, he is. All right. It's going to always have that little indentation. But we're going to cut through it anyway. It's... Oh, I see what I'm... Okay, I see where I'm going wrong. This is the right position. But him right there... Now this is obviously before we start throwing all this stuff into our selection sets and everything. This one cuts in further, right? And then it cuts up like that. Okay. We can make them out a little bit further. And, oh, alright, and technically, yeah, where's he at? Technically, he goes like that. Yep, yep. All right. All right. That's a good start. All right. And then, now how do I want to approach this? Because I could say Shift D. And so now we have our cut here, and it's going to cut there like that. Actually, it doesn't. Once again, it doesn't come out that far. It could be the same one. It is. All right, we can. That's how I'll do it. We'll just use one because it's a little bit different, but not enough, I don't think. Oh, let's delete him. Let's stay with him. And I can get away with all this. Just all this stuff hidden. I should have my wire on. Let me see again. Where did I turn my wire on again? I feel like I can barely see it. Why can I barely see it now? Alright. Come back to that. And let's just bring this to an angle. It's funny when you're drawing stuff, you know, when you go to model it, you realize, you know, it's the distance between these two parts here is not as great as it feels when I'm, you know, when I'm doing the drawing or something. Because it isn't. But there's going to be other things that lend to the difference between those two areas. All right. Let me see, and then there's. Let me see if I can go in here and what's the ellipsoid? And the ellipsoid only's got a certain amount of strength to it. So we'll leave that alone. Alright, so here. Yeah. Pretty much. Let's just go to him. And let's yeah, but the bevel. Alright, then we'll let me see. Bevel is 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. Let's see, 0.3. Okay, that's a start.